that. Achoo! Like, I don't want to get one of them.
Crazy.
Yeah, we ain't trying to malfunction this
Moist, yeah.
bro.
Weak as hell.
Yeah, you silly, man.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Scamily podcast. This is
Welcome
Wade
to the
Promote
fucking
5.
Scamily.
I got my boy Cap Puncho.
No, what the fuck going on, man? It's Big Cap _Huncho on Instagram. Let's fucking go.
And he wasn't late today, so we vibing. We
We
vibing.
on time, man. We on time and
You was on that road, folks.
On time and very fucking sober.
Straight from the rack, beat that road up.
Beat the road up like Rocky.
On time.
All right. Today,
And sober.
we got something special, man. The post been going crazy. The views been going crazy.
Over crazy.
How the views been coming, Cap, before I get into this?
Man, we know we 20K strong. We 20K strong. Let's fucking go.
Okay,
Drop the bomb.
Drop the bomb. Hey, we gonna start dropping the bombs after we do this. But look,
20K strong, man. Drop the fucking bomb.
today we got the beautiful, the one and only Miss Snow the Don. How you
Snow.
doing, baby?
I'm pretty good today.
Now look, I ain't gonna lie. This post been doing like 5,000 plus likes, Snow.
I know.
So we gotta ask first, what made you come up with that name, Snow?
Wait, hold on. Before you get into that, let's give a shout out to Snow. First interview ever. First podcast.
Let's give it up.
fucking ever.
First
Let's
ever
fucking go.
podcast. She been turning down podcasts for a couple years.
Shout out
man.
to fucking
Number
This is
Scamily.
the first time you ever
Shout out
gonna
to
hear
fucking
her
Scamily.
live and direct. First time live and
Yeah,
direct.
I don't know how she sound.
Yes.
This how she sound.
So we
One
finna
on
get into it.
one,
We
right.
going straight from the mo. So
Let's
how
go.
you get your name?
So the name comes from when I very first started dancing. I started dancing when I was like 18. I had this like I feel like everybody on Twitter had their own little handle that was just like something that wasn't their name. And my handle on Twitter at one point was Cindy Snowflake. So when I came into the strip club, I told them that my dance name was Cindy Snowflake. And they were like, that's too ghetto. You either need to be Cindy or Snowflake. So at first, like I was so nervous. I'm like, Cindy. Because I'm like, oh, I'm not white, so I don't want to do Snowflake. And then after like I got my body done and stuff, that's when I transferred over to Snow. Because I was like, Cindy is just not a like persona. I feel like
No,
that's
for
just
sure.
another name.
Yeah,
So,
no,
and people thought that was my government. And I'm
Okay,
like,
Cindy government.
I was like, no. I was like, I need something that they know this is another,
It's gonna
like,
pop
yeah. And I can brand it. Like, I have it tattooed on me, like, all that. So,
like a snowflake.
yeah,
Type
I
shit.
got a big snowflake right here. I can't
that's
show
hard.
y'all,
That's
but
hard.
it's
That's
there.
That's hard. So look, I gotta ask this question too. So okay, when did you get your body done?
Okay, so I got a BBL when I was like 18. And then I got a mommy makeover when I was 19, like 6 months later.
Okay, for the viewers who don't understand, I don't understand what a mommy
Okay.
makeover. Quick question: is that after you have a
works.
baby, you try to tighten up and get
Pretty
it
much.
Just
Mommy
the works.
makeover is just like the front half. It's like the boobs lifted up, implants, a tummy tuck with like they sew your muscles back together and lipo. So basically, a mommy makeover is just like what a baby does to you. And usually a baby messes up the front half of your body.
So it keeps you from having that oatmeal cookie.
yeah, because that's what it was before.
The wet plastic bag. We do not like the wet plastic bag look.
Yeah, it was giving that for
So
sure.
just know, she be in all the hottest clubs, so you had to tighten the body up. Let them know, like, what's your favorite city? Because everybody knows, we all know, you are in the industry.
Yep.
You travel,
A lot.
not just Indianapolis, you in LA,
Everywhere.
Cheetahs.
Yeah.
We-
Yeah,
we-
shout out to
we-
Cheetahs. And
we
shout out to
emotion.
LJ.
So I also want to know, like, what's your favorite city to dance in?
I think currently my favorite city to dance in right now is Arizona.
We'll show you that love. Who bring them rights out?
I love Arizona. So LA was my favorite at some point, but in the industry and as far as like the trapping goes, it changes. Like throughout the years and stuff like that, it changes. And it was LA at one point. Right now it's Arizona. I make a lot of money out there. A lot of the girls show me love out there. Like, I don't know. It's still I'm a really big on the West Coast. Like, I love the West Coast. The West Coast loves me. So Arizona right now, that's my big one.
Scottsdale. Shout
Yeah,
out
Scottsdale.
Yeah.
I be out there at Jaguar.
I used to
so.
go to Jaguar's cool. I used to go
Yes.
to Intel. We used to party at Intel.
Mhm.
Intel pretty cool. It's a little taco spot over there.
Oh
Intel,
yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah.
Right there in the corner, everybody welcome to that.
And you know, because it's open.
Yeah, always
It's
24
always
hours.
open. Yes.
That taco spot right there between Intel and I think Pretty Please.
Yes. Yeah, I've been to Pretty Please too.
Yeah, Pretty Please.
Pretty
Yeah,
Please
we
is
be
cool.
outside. Pretty Please, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I
Pretty-
love
Pretty
Shout out
Please
to
Arizona.
Roger,
really
we be out in Arizona parlay.
Pretty.
Oh yeah, yeah. You be out there.
Now I gotta tell you, it's giving the looks is giving Aaliyah right now. I just have to tell you that.
Thank
as far
you.
as like
Yeah,
celebrity resemblance,
God rest her soul.
it's giving that Romeo Must Die.
Thank
Romeo
you.
must
Shout out to
Dahlia.
Aaliyah.
I mean with the leather jacket.
Yeah, bro,
leather
it's the
jacket.
swoop. It's
Yeah,
giving
Yeah,
it.
it's the whole thing.
It's the whole package.
It's giving that baby girl.
Thank
So,
you.
you know what I'm saying? We like to get in the trending topics on here. We try to keep it fresh. So, Kat, we finna get into some little trending topics, bro.
Let's fucking go.
I just want everybody's opinion on a couple things that I'm finna ask y'all. So the first thing is, it says, can a man without money make a woman happy in a relationship?
I feel like yes, depending on the woman. So I've been in a relationship where, like, when we met each other, we kind of were like here with it. And then as time went on, I kind of went here and he was still there. And I tried to help him get to here.
Like making more money than him type shit?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I didn't leave him because of that. I tried to help him get to that and he still didn't. And I tried the best that I could. And it got to the point where my lifestyle was not, it didn't add up for being in a relationship with him. Like, I'm traveling, I'm doing music videos for people and stuff like that. And if I'm in a relationship, I'm going to be respectful to the person who I'm dating. And that's not respectful to him because he's seeing me do stuff that's just kind of out of his control. But at one point before all that happened, though, we were happy. And even though he wasn't, making a whole bunch of money, he wasn't tricking all that. Like, the bills was paid. He still made sure I was happy. He would do little stuff like take my car to drive and stuff like that. So I feel like a man who's not making a whole bunch of money can make a woman happy. It just depends on the woman.
Yeah.
Really.
I feel like it depends on the situation.
And
like
it depends on the situation as well. For
History
sure.
with you guys. It's a lot of dudes that go to jail, come out, they was on top, went to the feds, come out.
Fucked up.
Gotta get back on top. I'd have been through that. I went to zero and I didn't,
Yeah.
Shout out to the women holding their mans down when they going through the struggle, man. Shout out them.
So, have you ever been with a man that was incarcerated?
That was incarcerated?
Like, have you ever, held a man down?
Pen pal. You ever been a pen pal?
So, like, the last person I was dating just went to jail not too long ago, but honestly, we broke up before he even went to jail. And for a while, like, while he was in there, I was, like, doing stuff and helping him out. But it just got to a point where I feel like if I was a man in jail, I would be calling anybody who would answer. And do you know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is.
Is you still answering them calls when he called?
No.
Oh.
It just depends. Not always. Sometimes I do, but it's to a point where I love myself more than I love anybody else. So I'm not going to sit here and be emotional and be giving my all to somebody who's giving their all to other people or just kind of playing their role, which I get it. I would be playing chess too if I was in jail. I'm going to call any nigga who going to answer. I'm going to trying to get anybody to put some money in my books. I'm going to tell everybody I love them. But I understand that because I've been raised around all men.
Will you marry me?
For sure. Just about my experience being locked up. I mean, you do get that times where it's like you kind of do pick up, you call anybody, try to like back in with baby mamas. And,
all that, yeah.
Just try to touch bases with whoever, like you say, whoever can answer the phone.
Yeah.
But I think in your case, anybody that's calling you is definitely trying to take you overly serious.
Yeah, and plus
ain't nobody
too,
calling,
like,
nobody calling. We're not playing on the phone.
Around. I don't even think, do you even get your number out of lot?
Not really. So, like, if I'm in the club and stuff and somebody's, like, super drunk or something, sometimes I'll give my number out just because I'm not trying to deal with the interaction of them tweaking or something like that. Because it's easy for me to just...
I always thought females did that.
Yeah, so it's easy for me to just block you after. It's not like... And then if I see you again and you're like, oh, I've been texting you, hasn't gone through, I'll be like, oh, let me get your number again. I must put it in wrong. Like, I just keep playing it
She dropping the tea. She giving out the sauce.
So,
yeah, you drunk in the club and a girl get a number.
No, sometimes you gotta do that.
Yeah, you do. Because some men, you don't know what they're capable of or how they take rejection and stuff like that. So I just be like, here you go. Or I have a WhatsApp number if I can remember at the time, give it like that. Because some dudes will sit there and they'll call it in front of you and make sure it go through. So, or text you and make sure it go green or go blue or whatever the case is. So I just give it out and block them after whatever I have to do.
So, I had a few other dancers on here. Everybody love Club Onyx. Shout out Club Onyx.
Yeah, shout out Club Onyx.
Club Onyx is no longer with us.
Yeah.
But,
RP Club Onyx.
I just wanted to ask you, what was your favorite Club Onyx moment?
What was my favorite Club Onyx moment?
Favorite moment of Club Onyx. Craziest moment, favorite. You got the most money this day.
My craziest moment or my favorite moment?
Let's do both.
Okay.
Let's rock out.
So I think I'll go with my craziest moment first. I think the craziest moment I've ever had in Onyx, period, is so I'm on stage and it was like me and two other girls. And I'm not going to say her name, but when she see this, she going to know. And I'm so sorry still to this day. But we on stage. I think I Swear Vezzo was on stage. So they, they always pick a couple girls to get up there and do the little performance stuff or whatever. Yeah, shout out I Swear. And so I got on the ring. And when you get on the ring, like, or even on the pole or any of that, you kind of have to make sure you have space. So I go over there and I get on the ring and I make sure nobody's over there. And I'm like doing crazy tricks and stuff. And this girl who was on stage, she walks over there. And as I'm spinning, I cracked her in her head and it started spraying it literally everywhere. It sprayed all over me. And I looked at her and grabbed her head. I'm like, we have to get off stage. And we ran to the back. It's like blood all over both of us. And that was a crazy night because I know everybody was looking at us and we just...
Kicked her in the face with the heel.
So basically you almost called it a tip.
Yeah.
Almost caught
But it
a
wasn't my
fucking
fault though.
attempt.
I was just doing tricks and stuff. I think everybody was a little intoxicated at that point and stuff. I
No,
think she
for
was just
sure.
walking over there because there was a lot of money being thrown over there. So usually on stage, if there's a lot of money being thrown, we will, as dancers, like
Cling
gravitate
to it,
over
cling
there.
to
Yeah,
it.
you know what I'm saying? Because if
You
somebody's
want to pay.
throwing money, you got to
Yeah,
go over there, you know?
basically.
So I feel like that's kind of what happened. But that was the craziest moment.
So after you bust her head open, did you go back out and dance like after you stitched her up?
Honestly,
Or did you just like
I did
call
go
it a
back
night?
out and dance.
Oh, shout out Icewell, man. They busting heads up and coming back dancing, man. Shout out Icewell.
and we made a bag that night.
They
so
made
it
a
was
bag.
cool.
A bag with a busted
She definitely
head,
tried
man.
to up that skull.
Up
Bag with
the
a-
skull.
bag with
Oh
a-
my
with a busted head,
gosh.
man. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, that was the craziest.
Okay, so what's one of your favorite tricks? Like when you dance, like what's one of your? Are you good with the pole? Are you not a pole dancer? You more just a shake your ass kind of dancer?
I definitely know some pole tricks and stuff, but it kind of just depends on the club because some clubs have like the club I work at in Sunset is a pretty short pole, so it's kind of hard to do that pole.
Yeah, so
But in Onyx, like they have a really tall pole, so if it's a taller pole, I like to do those just because they're easier to work on. But I think my favorite move, honestly, probably be like a drop down to the splits type stuff because it's like people watch and wait for it and then do it.
I
Off
like
the
asking
pole?
type of questions because they open the
Off the
door.
pole,
They always
yeah.
open the door for more questions. So this drop down and split trick.
Mhm.
Did you learn that like in the bedroom? Did you learn that like just training? Is that one of your go-to moves?
Y'all train for this shit?
Honestly, some of us do. I've done pole classes and stuff like that and things outside of dancing to prepare for dancing for sure. But honestly, when I used to do cheerleading and stuff like that, so I have a little bit of flexibility just from that,
Gymnastics,
you
right,
know,
right.
previous stuff. But I think one night I was working and I had got a little tipsy and I literally like just did the splits. And after that, it's like once you stretch whatever that is right there, it's like okay, you got it.
She
type
added
shit.
it to the bag after
Yeah,
that. Once I got
I
the
added
first
that to the
split
bag,
drunk,
but-
I
So you
added
say
it
you
to
added
the
that to your
bag.
Yeah,
to your
and
bag.
then I added that to the bedroom because if you learn that in the bedroom, that's wild. That's something you learn outside the bedroom and then do in the bedroom because that's not something you can just do on a bed. You got to be on a
I
flat
ain't never seen a female
surface.
just off
Like,
the muscle.
off the
Just
muscles
yeah,
just
that's
split.
crazy.
Like, girl, like, you ain't like that.
like Richie ain't never did this before. Like
if
who
my
this folk?
bitch come doing a split and I never seen her do a split before,
We might have to have a talk.
we gotta have a talk.
Might bust balls, baby. We gotta, you know.
We gotta have a
make
talk.
gotta
Where the
talk.
fuck did you
Like,
learn this split from?
Where did you learn this from? Pause. Because you ain't never did this before.
Hold on.
So I never asked this question to nobody, but it just came to my mind. So, does working in the club inhibit you sexually pleasing your partner? Like, do you come home sometimes just kind of like not in that mood,
Too
or
tired.
do you feel like the club makes you more intimate with your partner?
Amped up, turned
I
up.
mean, because working in the club is still a job.
Right.
So people come home like I just came from work.
Yeah.
Because a partner might be like, "Girl, you wasn't doing nothing but shake your ass. I was working."
Right.
I
It
feel
is
like,
hard
I
work.
feel like if females was throwing $1,000 on me every night, I'm coming to the crib and I'm slutting my bitch out.
I would say, see, it just depends. So if I come home and I'd had a good ass night, like I come home with like 3 racks, like I'm talking about St. Nicholas bag,
St. Nicholas
and I'm
bag.
like tipsy, you getting slutted out. I'm probably gonna text you before I come home, be like, make sure it's out type shit.
Slut me
But
out.
if it was like a shitter night and like I'm just like, maybe it's like my 3rd day working that week or something, I come home, I might get in the shower and just be like, so it kind of just depends, like
sure, for
honestly.
sure.
So
Like I said, it's still a job, so you know.
yeah, because sometimes it's tiring, but it just depends because it's like when you make a lot of money, it's more, it's
It'll
like
turn
an
you up.
adrenaline.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah,
turn
it's
you
like a turn on type stuff because a lot of women who dance have maybe they don't know it, but consciously, like they have a fetish for money type shit. Like it makes us more amped up. Like you don't have to take no drugs. Like if I get on stage and a motherfucker start throwing $3,000, I don't care if I didn't sleep for 3 days. I'm gonna wake the fuck up and be lit as hell and happy as hell, and it's gonna last for a little bit. Like
I
an
remember I
adrenaline
DM'd you
rush
that day, and I
would.
told you I seen you at the club.
I was like, what? Where was I doing?
You know,
He said I was in there throwing them racks.
nah,
I
you know,
saw
we,
you
you know,
in
we
the-
come to the club, we do, but
Yeah,
I
you know.
seen her, and I was with my boy Gooch. Shout out my boy Gooch, and I was telling her later, like, man, I couldn't get your attention, like everybody, you know, because I seen her and I knew, you know, I know how it gets from
And I was
snowing
like, what was I
I'm
doing?
throwing
Hey,
them
you remember
racks.
what you told me how to get your attention?
Yeah, I said, you just need to come up to me and grab me.
That's it. That's
She
all.
said,
I'm in here doing a job, so you don't got to be scared to talk
For
to
sure,
me.
for
You know what I'm
sure,
saying?
for sure,
I'm
for
like,
sure.
you better
And-
come.
So do you
yank me
feel
up.
like a lot of dudes are like intimidated by you?
Yes. And like, there's some dudes who will literally like come to the club and then text me later and be like, "Oh, like I came for you." I'd be like, "Well, why didn't you talk to me?" They'd be like, "Oh, we were talking to somebody else," but y'all wasn't talking about shit. Blah blah. I'm like, why didn't you come over?
Nag
But
ass
some people
niggas.
be kind of intimidated of me, and sometimes confrontation with other niggas and stuff like that, because people are intoxicated. So I get that to a certain extent. But it's like, nigga, I'm in here with my titties out. What? Come get me. Like, you know
Yeah,
what? I'm here
this-
for
this
a
is
reason.
perfect.
Like, I'm not in
Yeah.
here playing. It's different. We in the
Yeah,
club or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
but
This is the perfect opportunity. I
nigga, I'm
remember
doing my job. Come get
we
me.
was talking, and I always did think, just not knowing nobody, you always think people are a little more reserved than what they are.
Yeah.
We DMing, and she's like, yeah, man, next time grab me by my fucking neck.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Grab me by my
I'd
neck
be like,
is
girl, I came here for
crazy.
you. I'd be like, all right, bet.
And I was crying. She wrote that,
If
but
I'm
they
in-
showed me that you
if-
know you real though.
Yeah,
If I'm in a
definitely.
strip club,
A lot of
and
girls,
no,
girls bougie
if
strip
I'm in a
clubs,
strip club,
especially in the city. A lot of
yeah,
girls.
they think
if
they're
I'm in a
kin.
strip club and I see a customer grab a stripper by their neck, I wouldn't know how to act.
It's happened to me
That's
a couple
why.
times.
That's why I was telling her. I'm like, I don't know if I want to come to
how
the
they
club.
how they grabbing you by the neck, like.
Well, it just depends. It depends on if it's an ex or it's a customer. Usually customers, they'll just do something like, they won't usually like literally grab me around my neck, but they'll come and grab me like, hey, come here.
Okay,
But if it's an ex or something, they might like literally grab me around my neck. Like, bitch, come here.
get over here.
Get away.
Just know the next
Security.
time I come inside, say I'm choking next.
Yes. Got grabbed by
Choking
the back of the neck. Like, come here. Didn't I tell you I was coming in here?
Coming to Sunset catching a domestic.
All right, we finna get into the next one. It says here, a man says men bodies aren't meant to. That was terrible. It says that men aren't meant to love women; they're meant to fuck women. It's easy, quote, it's easy to fuck 3 girls back to back. It's hard to fuck your girl 3 times in a row. So the question that I want to ask you, do you feel like it's easier? Do you feel like it's harder to fuck your man, or do you feel like it's easier to cheat back to back?
I have a vagina. So for me, that's not
Females
easy.
run the world.
Yeah,
Females
no,
run
not
the
even
world.
that. I'm saying it's way harder
But
for
a
me
lot of
to
girls don't
cheat.
take like how you cherish. A lot of girls
Yeah.
don't do that. But a lot of girls want to play that nigga role. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not even that. It's like, do y'all not give a fuck about y'all pH balance?
For
Like,
sure,
I feel
for
like
sure.
a man can do a man can get away with a lot of stuff because, like, even as far as STDs and stuff go, with the woman, for majority of the time, they gonna know because they gonna have symptoms. A nigga might not have symptoms at all, literally, for the most part, just because our like genitals and stuff are a lot different. Ours is like a wet mucus. I sound so nasty saying that, but y'all's is more like a muscle that's kind of just, like it's like literally just a muscle. So I feel like it's a lot easier for me to fuck my nigga 3 times in less than 12 hours than go fuck another nigga. I just feel like doing that, it's like I gotta think about like, damn, is this nigga gonna know? Like, shit stretch. Like, damn, what if a nigga,
sure.
you know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
So like a condom, any of that,
bitches
like,
thinking y'all the niggas and try to don't give a fuck about y'all body counts and y'all
that's
bodies.
nasty though. Like,
Beat it.
Not question. Does the body counts matter to you?
to me,
Yeah.
no. It depends on your history with how you treat women, though, to a certain
Okay,
extent.
for sure.
You can have 1,000 bodies and still be a good nigga.
For sure.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But it kind of just depends on if you a dirtbag or not. Because it's like, realistically, like, if you really keeping that much count of your body count and shit, like,
you care.
that's a little weird. Like, some girls, I ain't gonna lie, most girls have their body count list and they know from the start to the last person. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely do, at least. But
so just because we on that topic, what's the is it 1 hand, 2 hands, couple hands? What do you think your body count is at, estimate wise?
I can count on 2 hands. I don't gotta count all my fingers, so pretty.
That's thorough.
Yeah, not too
Shout out
not too crazy.
Shout out to the not too crazy body
Yeah, I
count.
say not
'Cause
too
y'all- 'cause
crazy.
Y'all bitches be out here with 30, 40 bodies.
But the girls who be like, oh, it's only 3, like, bitch, quit playing.
They don't want to say that real number.
Now, I always call this a Cap special. He like to
Name
ask this
3
question.
and then triple it.
Shout out Cap, man.
Cap like to ask this question, but I'm gonna ask it. Do you like to get slutted out, or you like to just get fucked? Like, do you like to actually make
Shout
love,
out to Cap Special, man.
or do you like to get fucked?
Both. And if you can't do both, don't talk to me.
If you can't make love and if
And
you can't
usually,
slut them out,
it kind of just depends, though. But like in a normal setting, like if we have enough time and shit like that, I like to do both. I
For
feel
sure.
like why we can't switch speeds.
start off slow and then ending on a good note.
Yep, or the other way around. Either way, it don't matter.
Start off strong, then end on a run out of gas.
You know what I'm
go ahead
saying?
and-
You know, the niggas run by switching positions. That's cool. You can do that too.
So, do you still believe in foreplay?
Yes.
I feel like foreplay is really dead.
Really? No, sir.
Shout out Arcade.
No, sirski.
Man, people spit starting. People don't do foreplay.
But I feel like
No, sirski.
foreplay is not always required. I feel like it now. If I'm fucking with a nigga and he's my nigga type shit, like we can do a quickie here and there, blah blah shit like that because I'm already fucking with you. But I'm definitely big on foreplay, and I think that also has a little bit to do with me. I'm also bisexual, so that right there, like fucking with the girl for the most part is almost 100% foreplay type shit. So
like, girls are way more emotions. It's a lot of emotions,
So I'm big on that. If a nigga is not giving me head, then we're not fucking.
So head is foreplay.
Yes. To a certain extent, yeah. I mean, obviously, I know it's like
the kissing, the touching,
all
the
that,
grabbing,
but all
the
that though, all
okay.
like the whole
package.
Yeah.
So we know you in a threesome, you would probably be the most gorgeous female in a threesome. So what's the craziest moment you ever had in a threesome?
The craziest moment I've had in a threesome.
Like, was there a time where I showed the girls like, she too pretty, we can't have snow, she gonna take you away?
No, so see, the thing is with anytime I've ever had a threesome, it's always been me and the girl kind of agreed on it, and it's like me and her running the train on the nigga. It's never been like...
Shout out to the female running trains on niggas.
Oh, God.
It's never been...
Shout out to the females doing what they gotta do.
Yeah, it's never really been like a girl has me like with her boyfriend, she's like worried about it or something. And I've never had a nigga ask me to like come in or something like that. It's always been like me and the girl agreed, and the nigga kind of was like the outsider. So I've never really been the outsider. So you having a threesome with your nigga, you and the girl just pretty much, y'all just out to pick. No, yeah, I've had a threesome one time with a nigga, and he wanted me, like it was my nigga, and he wanted me to have a threesome with him because he felt like, oh, well, you've had threesomes with other people. I don't want niggas having one up on me. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I called this girl.
Ass niggas.
Yeah, so I called this girl over there. She's down, all this other shit. No, so I called the girl over there, and I think he went and like drank or took something, and it had like the adverse effect. He was doing that trying to like think it was gonna keep him up or something. Yeah.
Turn him up.
And so when I brought the girl in there, he ended up not even being able to fuck her. Like his dick wouldn't even get hard nothing. He embarrassed me in front of this bitch. And then he went and
took the honey and comfort for him.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I want to see you fuck her. And he was like, I can't. I'm like, but you just begged me to bring this girl.
You gotta drop the bomb.
Nah, you gotta drop the.
I ain't gonna lie. Anybody not being able to function around you is crazy.
He's just like, I feel like I'm cheating. I'm like, you asked me to do this, literally.
Probably got nervous when a new bitch come around. Like, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
so. I'm sure you've had a good threesome experience.
All of them except that one.
And it was with your nigga, the only one. It was with your nigga.
That was the only one that I've ever had with my nigga. Any other time I've had a nigga or something, for some reason, I don't know. It's just like never happened because niggas talk about it and stuff, but then like they get with me and be like, I mean, have a threesome with who? Because I don't ever want to have a threesome with a girl that I don't really know like that because I don't want to overperform and have her feel like she's underachieving or something. I want everybody to feel equal in the bedroom.
So what's your, in a threesome, what is your role? Like, what do you like?
I feel like I'm like the conductor. Like I'm pulling the strings.
Getting everything started.
Yeah, type shit. Like most of the time, like if I have a threesome, like whenever I did with my nigga at that time, like I brought the girl over there. We was drinking, having fun. I told her I wanted her to dance. I threw some money on her and shit like that. And it kind of got started like that.
Set the mood then.
Yeah, type shit. Like.
So do you like your pussy ate first or you like eating pussy first?
Do you eat pussy?
Yeah, I definitely eat pussy. If you bisexual and say you don't eat pussy, you're not bisexual. You playing.
Remember what I said last episode?
What is it?
It's childish. If you don't eat pussy, it's childish.
As fuck.
What they call it?
I said that last episode.
Yeah, you a pillow princess like a motherfucker. But usually I like to start off maybe me eating pussy. So then when she eats my pussy, then it's like everybody's like riled up type shit. Or well, at least me and her are. At least if the nigga not then.
So mainly you like eating the pussy, getting hit from the back.
So you a pleaser.
Yeah, I am a pleaser.
So you the middle girl.
Yeah, I'm literally the conductor. Like I'll sit back and tell the nigga like I want to watch you fuck her.
You lock that in. You lock this in.
She's the glue. She's the glue.
Yes, I am the glue. I make everybody. I try to make everybody feel comfortable and like we're all like cool type shit. Like I don't want a bitch to be sitting there like awkward or something. No, like bitch, come here. You good? Like. Yeah.
No, bitch, come here.
I'm a girl's girl.
So I feel like in 2023, I feel like everybody believes that pretty girls shouldn't get fucked from the back. So what's your favorite position?
I can't believe Moneybagg said that on the song. Like, boy, you know you was capping. But
you know you was capping.
No, like, I mean, like.
You're not hitting Ari from the back. You're crazy.
I mean, definitely got to hit her from the back.
Definitely got to. That's jello. That's
but water. You got to hit from the front, too, because that bitch is beautiful. But I feel like, I mean, my favorite position, I'm not going to lie, my favorite position is getting hit from the back. Because I just feel like you just.
Like you help pull.
Just. If it's my hair.
I like pulling her. I like choking you real naked chokeholds.
Like even if a nigga though like pull my weave out, I think I would like that too as long as I get it done the next day.
Yeah, we replace that.
As long as it can get replaced, then it's cool. I'm with all that shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of trifling. That's how I describe myself in the bedroom.
What's the most nastiest thing you ever did to a man? Where you was just like, I can't even believe I just did that.
Probably the Spider-Man position, getting my face fucked type shit. Like laying off the bed, like head back type shit. Every time after, I'm like, just trifling, just
So
disgusting.
does the
Because
blood?
spit,
So the
like,
blood rush to your head? You feel like?
yeah, definitely. And the spit goes up my nose and my eyes. I damn near be
Do you give head? Do you give
disoriented.
head off the bed too, like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's Spider-Man.
That's the Spider-Man.
I gotta look that up. Is that
Yes,
a
the bitch lay on the
I
bed
don't
with
know
her
if that's
head
the
back type
exact
shit.
name.
And
So you gotta school the ladies. Look at the camera right there. Look at the wide angle and school them real quick. Let them know about Spider-Man.
so basically, you have to lay on your back. Head got to be off the bed a little bit, neck got to be back, and you got to make sure your shit is like all the way open. Because if not, your teeth gonna hit the back. So your head has to be off the bed, literally, and you gotta let the nigga, put right here. You just gotta make sure you breathing through your nose.
Breathe through your nose. Don't
And,
down.
just as the spit comes, just keep spitting.
Just keep
Question.
spitting.
Have you ever had sex with a snorkel on?
I should. I probably should. I have not, but I will look into that. That might help me, actually.
Sex with a do not put no snorkel on.
It might, in that position though, low key, you might need one.
So do you feel like you need a mouthpiece when you give head, or you like a pro?
I'm a pro. I don't need a mouthpiece. No.
Okay.
Shout out to the pro
Now,
head.
quick
giver.
question. Are you like a spitter? Do you like to get like real nasty, or you like a clean head? giver?
I've always heard people say the term like neat head, and I don't even know like what
Neat
does
head?
that look like.
I need to sloppy. I need like.
Yeah, I would
wet.
say I'm like a DJ. I'm a like
She said I'm a DJ.
like a beatboxer.
Hold on,
You know
hold
what
on.
I'm saying? Like I'm all for the noise. I'm the whole like
She said I'm Biz Marquee.
Hey, yeah, we
She
need
did-
that.
she
We need
did-
that on
we
the clip.
beatboxing.
Now run
like,
Hey, hold on.
Shout out to all the DJs out
Shout out
there,
to the
man.
DJs and the
Shout out to the
beatboxers.
fucking
Scamily,
DJs and the
Scamily.
beatboxers.
Now look, just for the viewers that they catch that last part.
Yes.
Can you hit that beatbox for a whole time, baby?
You just gotta
She said,
like, you know what I'm saying? Just gotta go.
sound like you making the beat on my dick.
Yes, nothing is neat about it at all. You're gonna need a towel for that too.
Oh man, and they sending questions in right now. We finna get to that in a minute.
Oh man.
But definitely wanted to ask you one more thing. All right, this is the last time we got. It says the woman says that any man that wants to take her on a date must first pay a $500 fee. Do you feel like a man has to? First of all, how do you feel about that quote I just said?
And first, I heard that was just for application. That's not even to take her out.
So a girl basically was DMing a guy. He DM'd her. Hey, well, she said, "You want to take me out? What's up?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "Send me $500 and we can go from there."
Is she an escort?
I don't know.
That's
not
what it
confirmed.
sounds like.
Yeah, that does.
So,
I mean, if you're doing shit like that, you might as well just go full fledged and just.
Have
be
you
a
ever
305.
like even just to get a man out of your inbox or out your face? Have you ever told like a guy that he had to pay you
some
for
outrageous.
conversation?
You ever told a nigga he had to do some outrageous shit just to see like how
I'm
far
gonna
would he go?
keep it honest. No, you definitely top 3 in the city for
Type.
sure.
And
Probably
now,
top 2, yeah, for sure.
But
So-
I feel like as a top 3 type of bitch, you don't have to ask niggas to do that. I'm not. If I go through like my requests and stuff like that, it's niggas who are like, "What do I need to send you?
Yeah,
What do I need to
it's
do?" and
niggas
stuff
that
like
say
that.
shit without even having to touch
And I've
you,
had
for sure.
niggas who have been like, "Oh, let me cash app you, bye bye," and I've sent them my cash app and they've sent me money. But I've never straight out been like, "Oh, well, if you want to go out to eat or do something, then you need to send me $500." Type
What's
shit.
what's the wildest amount of money you ever got on Cash App from somebody that you
from
never did
a
nothing
random.
that I've never fucked
a
with?
super cornball just sent you like 2K. This some crazy shit. Like, damn, I don't even know.
I
this
think
dude.
the most that somebody has sent me on like Cash App or Zelle, somebody who I've never touched, has been like $2,500, and it's been in the club. Like it was a nigga who came up to me and was just talking bye. He was just talking my head off. I'm like, all right, like I gotta move around because I gotta make my money. He like, oh, well, what's your Cash App?
Okay.
I was
Makes
like,
sense.
all right. So I gave him my Cash App, and he was like, all right, I'm about to send you something. I'm about to leave. I'm like, all right. And the nigga left. I looked at my shit, and it hit that little coin noise, made noise. I looked. I'm like, damn. And the nigga, I mean, shit, he never gave me his number or none of that shit.
So,
he just sent
so
that
if
motherfucker
niggas send them
gone.
money in the DMs, did you entertain them after that, or you pretty much just thanks and keep it going?
I might to a certain extent, but it just kind of depends because I'm one of them people like I don't really give a fuck about a little $200-$300 Cash App, like shit like that. I can go to work or I can go on my OnlyFans and do shit like that. So it's kind of based off of like the conversation. And for the most part, niggas who do stuff like that are usually not niggas who could really pull bitches. Like they're not really anything without money type
Yeah,
shit.
without flooding.
Yeah,
for sure.
without trying to
Money
do
do
that or-
not make you one of them.
Yeah,
You're
you can still have money
corny.
and be a lame nigga. Like
You can still have
You
money.
can have
and be
look,
lame.
that's a lot of things that go on.
I know a
You
million
can
niggas
still-
with $1 million who are corny.
You can still have
Not
lot
a
of money and
gangster 'cause
still
you
be
got
a
racks in
fucking
your pocket.
cornball.
Yeah.
Corny
Definitely
ass
give me a
niggas.
corn beezy with that.
So I was looking at your page, and you be in a lot of exotic places.
Yeah.
What's
somewhat.
the most exotic place you've ever had sex?
Probably Puerto Rico. So far. I'm about to go to Jamaica soon though. So
Shout out to the rosters.
yep. But yeah, Puerto Rico right now. Most exotic place.
Okay, one more trending topic, Cap.
Let's
It
go.
says Benzino says he has the right to ask his daughter Quill away for money. do you feel like a man has a right to like pester his family, daughter, for money?
So that is just like kind of just a situational thing. I just feel like
If my son is rich, why wouldn't I be able to ask my son?
yeah.
For a couple
So
racks?
basically, like okay,
What are parents for? We take care of the
yeah.
kids.
So I would say, so if my dad has been around and he's been taking care of me, and that nigga was always making sure I was straight and stuff like that, and then like he might not be on the hard times, or I might have just came up or something like that. Hell yeah, he can ask me for something, or even like my mom or something. But
really a given.
if we're not on good terms and you're bashing me in the media and doing all this other shit, and then you try to turn around and ask for money, you had me fucked up. I don't give a fuck if we blood or not type shit.
Sure.
That's the difference. It just kind of depends on our relationship and the situation and how things came about. Because there's some family members who can't ask me for a bitch ass dime, and then I have some family members who can ask me, they can get whatever they want because I know they're not trying to use me. They actually need it genuinely, or if it was vice versa, they would do the same for me type shit. So it just kind of depends.
Now, question. Back to this is the club in general.
Mm-hmm.
What's the you're a few beautiful girls, so I know girls hate and do weird shit all the time. Not gonna get into nothing too crazy, but
Right.
what's you feel like the weirdest thing a female has ever done, like to you in a club, whether it's been stealing money or
Because I never see strippers
stepping on toes,
stepping on money.
I don't think nobody's ever drop kicked you or nothing like that. But
Not yet.
what do you feel like just the weirdest thing a female has done just to hate on you?
I think the weirdest thing somebody's ever done to me in the club on some hating ass shit is I was dancing on stage and I was in Alabama and I was making a bankroll, and this girl literally came up and tried to grab my ankle. Like, she tried to make me fall on stage type shit. So after she tried to make me fall on stage, like, I stepped on her hand. I kind of noticed she was trying to take like petty shit off my stage, like $1 or $2 and stuff like that. So after I stepped on her hand, like, the manager kind of came up and seen what was going on, and I took her dance bag and emptied it out. And she got fired from that club, and I've never worked at that club since. But it's like, don't sit here and try to lose this is your house club. You're trying to hate on a random girl from out of town who's never gonna come here again. Right. And you just got fired. I didn't took all your money. I didn't step on your hand. All that, because why are you trying to grab my ankle? I didn't even see you down there. Like, that's weird. And I felt it. You gonna feel somebody grab your ankle. I'm like, oh, I know you fucking lying. Like, that is crazy. You trying to make me fall in front of all these folks. Like, that's embarrassing.
Now, speaking of out of town clubs, I know when Onyx was open, there's a lot of promoters that will have like out of town girls and stuff like that. Do you like working with out-of-town girls? How do you feel about it? Do you feel like it's different? Do you like accept it? Do you welcome out-of-town girls?
I'm good with anybody, honestly. As long as a motherfucker don't disrespect me or come at me about anything, like, you can throw me in the jungle. I'm gonna come out it minked up every single time. So, like, I can go, and I've danced in so many different types of places. I didn't dance from the whitest of white clubs to a literally hole-in-the-wall type of club. So I don't really have a problem with other girls. It's just more of how they work and if they know how to work, pretty much. Like the code and shit.
I like that. Well, we about to get into a new segment. I like to call it Vanish Mode.
Vanish Mode.
I like to call it Vanish Mode because obviously we don't know who wrote these messages, but we had a box called Ask Snow, so we about to get into it. I'm about to show you where you can start at, and we about to get into it.
Shout out the guys in the studio, man. Shout out G Money, man. Shout out my dog Rod. Shout out Rod that came through the studio. Shout out G Money in the studio.
Shout out my boy G Money. Where you at?
You right there.
In the studio? My boy G Money in the studio.
Got Rod in the studio.
Rod in the studio. Shout out Rod the Ruler. We outside. Rod, we doing? We outside.
Let's go. You know he outside. You know he trying to get drunk. Somebody's
having me weak.
We got Snow to Nod there.
Okay, I'm gonna start with oh wait. So
hold on, before you start, just so we got the family in here, go ahead and do a 360 for everybody.
Just so we got the guys in the building.
We got
man.
photo minutes, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Let me move.
Follow us at the Scamily Podcast.
At the fucking
A
Scamily.
lot going on up in here. Is it over the table? Barely.
BBL is BBL.
Now let's do a fit check. What you got on today? Let's do a
fit
check.
Fit
A
check.
whole lot of just leather looking shit. I don't know. I'm in my biker area. I guess.
You're on the bike. Okay. What you got on the feet? Let them know what you got on the feet. They can't
The
see the feet.
off-white, but
Okay,
they're
off-white sandals on the
sandals.
feet.
Off-white sandals on the fucking
Okay,
feet.
what that purse
I
is?
know.
What that purse is?
Balenciaga.
Okay, Balenci.
That's
Okay,
a lot of foreign going on.
What's your favorite designer?
Crazy. I think my favorite designer is Louis Vuitton. I love Louis Vuitton purses. That's my favorite. Hold on, move my mic back. Louis Vuitton. I think my least favorite designer, honestly, is Gucci. I don't really know why, but I've just never really been into Gucci stuff. I don't know.
I feel like Gucci cool. I feel like they run. I like their runners though.
I feel like for men, Gucci is cool, but like Gucci for women, a lot of it just looks like vintage or like I don't really know how to describe it.
What's
Fashion week shit.
What's a brand that you feel like people love, but you just like, I don't like that. Like,
What's the overrated brand?
overrated, yeah.
I feel like Chanel perfume. Not Chanel itself, but like the Chanel perfumes, a lot of them smell like old people to me. And like I have some myself, but I feel like that's something that's very overrated. People are like, oh, Chanel this, that. I'm like, I don't really like their perfumes. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know.
I don't know why this just came to my head, but shout out to Christmas. What a snow. If a man wants to see this and like get your attention, what should he get you for Christmas?
Me for Christmas?
What's on that Christmas list?
Honestly, I don't have a Christmas list because I'm such a pleaser and provider. But right now, I don't know. My birthday is around Christmas, and I'm thinking I want to watch this Christmas or my birthday. So whoever's watching
that ring
this,
blinking, was that a gift?
yeah, it was a gift. It was a promise ring to somebody who made a promise, and the promise didn't go through, but the ring is still here. So
she put it on the index finger.
So how do you?
it's on the index finger.
So how do you? Are you a heartbreaker? Or do you feel like you get your heart broken more?
I wouldn't say that I'm a heartbreaker, but I've never been broken up with. I always do the breaking up.
So Snow has never been broken up with.
No,
Never.
That's
hard.
never. I've never
Drop the
been fired
bomb.
from a job either.
Drop the clue bomb for
Never been fired from a
breaking
job.
up.
Never been.
She said, "I'm a leaver. I don't
I ain't
get
never
love."
been fired. Never. None of that.
So you never been fired from any job?
No, I've never been fired from
What was
a
your
job.
first job?
Old Navy. That's the one and only job I've ever worked. My only actual job I've ever worked.
So I know this happened. I know you just too cold. What's the weirdest thing a boss has ever do to try to get your attention? Whether
Any
it's at the
sexual
club,
harassment charges?
Yeah.
Like when I worked there?
Just to know.
Or just in
club,
general?
any-
I feel like in general, a lot of most club owners be kind of like weird. So I've had like club owners be like, oh, oh, you need to start going out with me. I'll make sure you're on all the sections, all that other stuff. Blah, blah. I'm like, that sounds like blue collar pimping to me. I'm not about to fuck you to get in sections. Like I'm gonna do that regardless. Like
So they basically
They be
more or less
politicking.
felt like you wanted to fuck to get into the section.
yeah, because in bigger clubs and different cities, bigger cities and stuff, a lot of the management does control who goes in sections and stuff. And even like in LA and Houston and stuff, because there's a lot of pimping and hoeing going on. So a lot of the owners and managers and stuff be pimps, and some of them girl stuff work for them. So there's a reason why you be seeing certain girls go over other girls. So you'd be like, damn, how the fuck is she even getting that section? That's because the manager's like, oh, here's her wristband. And then sometimes the customers don't even care. Like they'll just be like, oh, okay, like the bitch look decent enough. They don't even be tripping. Especially if they from out of town. They just like, all right, like y'all gonna bring some bitches up here.
Some new
Cool.
faces.
Like,
Nah,
yeah.
So, hey, new faces, new money.
faces
So
also.
yeah, so basically them just trying to get on some pimping shit basically with me. I'm like, hell no, I'll work for my.
So
Shout out to the hardworking women, man.
Yeah, I know.
So another question I want to ask before we get into the DMs.
Mhm.
What is somebody that you've been linked to as far as like celebrity that just wasn't true? Like some rumor that you slept
That
with
wasn't
a
true?
rapper and it just wasn't true.
What about
Hold on,
if it
and what-
was true?
and what's the situation that was true?
What's the was
I was
true?
about to say,
Good.
honestly, I have never really been.
Rob, what we doing?
I haven't really been linked to anybody who it hasn't. I've been linked to some people who it's been true before, but when they linked me to him, it wasn't true at that time. If that makes sense. Like there was an athlete who, like, he had got really big in the media.
Shout out
stuff
LeBron.
like
Shout out
that.
LeBron James.
He's a football player, and like they kept on posting like, "Oh, this is his side
Can we
girl."
get a team? What team did he play for?
Cowboys.
Okay.
Shout out Dak Prescott, man.
No, no, he's hurt right now. So yeah.
Hey, everybody
He's
at
out
home
here
looking at the injury list.
I know, right? But no, they was trying to link me to him at that time, and we weren't even talking at the time, so it was kind of like weird. But
Have you ever
yeah.
messed with like any rappers?
definitely, when I lived in LA for a little bit, and while I lived in LA, I was messing with a rapper pretty consistently, and there was
Can we get a label? We don't drop names. Can we get a label though?
a label, like the label he signed
Yeah,
to.
like record label.
I don't know what label he signed to, but the first letter of his name started with the R. So
Roddy Rich.
Free R. Kelly, man.
Oh,
I
I was just thinking about West Coast and Roddy Rich in LA.
don't know.
Hey, shout out to the Reaper, man.
Shout out to the Reaper, man. Shout out Roddy Rich.
But
I just thought about it. West Coast rappers. I swear Roddy Rich.
he
first person
said
to get
math. The math is math.
No, but
Math,
I mean
math.
it is. Hey,
But-
Scamily podcast. Shout out Roddy Rich.
Yeah, shout
What
out
the
Roddy
fuck
Rich.
is
So
Scamily
what do you? So
podcast?
what's your like finest moment of dealing with Roddy Rich?
My finest moment?
Like finest. Like what was a good time that you've had him go?
I don't think we've ever had a bad time. Honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe Super Bowl weekend. That was really lit. We went out to a lot of places, stuff like that. There was a lot of other people with us and things like that. He had his people. And it was cool. I don't know, because that was the time whenever the Super Bowl was in Cali, and Cali was playing, I think, the Bengals or something like
Oh, the
that at that
Rams.
time. Yeah, the
A
Rams.
couple years ago, man.
Yeah, it was a couple years ago. So this is like not recent, but yeah, that was really, really fun. We had a big old mansion. He had a lot of bookings and stuff. That was pretty fun.
Now I know that they said those parties, those Beverly Hills, LA parties, Calabasas, Hidden Hills. They say those parties get wild.
Get real
Have
wild.
Have you ever just in any similar
Experienced that?
situation? Have you ever been a part of like any wild parties, any like surprise orgies, any?
So I've been to them.
Do they really take your phones at the beginning? Like when
So,
you walk in, they really taking the phone?
It just depends. So, like, I have been to some places where, like, they try to make you sign NDAs, or they do this thing where before you come in the door, they put your bag in, like, this Ziploc thing that has, like, only the person at the door can, like, get it out. And I've been to some parties like that, but I've never.
You saying fuck no, or you just cooperating type shit?
Well, with that, if you're not cooperating, you're not getting in.
That's what I'm saying.
So, like, whenever I went to a party where they were doing that with the phones, because I was with the person who was making the people do that,
right,
I didn't have to give them my phone because he didn't have to worry about me. You know what I'm saying? But
shit.
at that party, though, I don't really even know why they did that, because nothing crazy even like really happened for
They
real.
thought it was
Maybe
gonna be
something,
one of-
maybe
they thought it was
something
gonna be
did
a
happen
little
in a room because it's a mansion. So maybe something was happening. I wasn't seeing it or something. But
Have you ever just been in a situation where like you was just like with someone special, and like it was just a lot of money going on, maybe like a lot of fine girls? Like, have you ever been a part of any orgies?
no.
What do
No.
you consider like a good date? What do you consider like a perfect date?
A perfect date?
From start to finish, just a perfect. This was just a great day.
A great day or a great date?
Date.
DATE?
But what do you consider a great date to the point when you think about it? Like, oh yeah, that was a great day.
Like I would go again.
It hit all the points.
Is you getting active? Is you like just dinner, like movie
It's
type
sex
of
a
vibe?
must. What's your favorite food?
Oh, okay.
You know,
So
let's get to it.
usually it takes me a while to even agree to go anywhere with anybody. Like, it's a lot of people who
Gotta be a rapport.
Yeah, like
Gotta
it's
be a
some dudes who've
rapport.
been trying to mess with me for like 4 years, and I've waited that long to give them that chance. So it's like when I do decide to give a person that chance, it's like, okay, like usually it's like, you know, I might meet at that person's crib or something, so then we don't have to drive 2 cars, and then we'll go out to eat and then go somewhere fun after, something like that. Maybe go to a club or a strip club. And usually I do a lot of that to observe how that person acts around other people who that person knows. I usually like to take dudes into the strip club, because if you know too many girls in the club, I'm already cool.
So first date, take you to the strip club.
Yep.
So you prefer a man that's like out of town? You don't like? Do you like in town guys?
Just out the way.
If I mess with somebody who's in the city, they just have to be somewhat out the way and just not going for anything. Like, if you just fucking anything, I'm cool.
And I'm being super nosy. Do you like white guys?
I've only messed with one white guy ever in my life, and he was crazy as hell. He tried to snatch my chain off in the club, slap me on.
Shout out to the white dude snatching chains in the club.
Yeah, he was crazy. So he's the homie
Is he
though.
a familiar guy? Familiar?
Yeah.
Like, in the city, okay.
Yeah, you probably know him.
Shout
He's
out
cool people though. He's
shout
cool.
out to my boy. We ain't gonna say no.
Yeah, no, he's
I know
cool.
it ain't like
Shout out my boy. We ain't gonna say no names,
Probably,
man.
yeah.
But no, he a good dude,
Yeah,
man.
he's cool than a motherfucker. We just should have never fucked. We should just stay friends.
Man, she
So
said she
do
wish
you
she
feel
never
like?
gave
So
you
do
the
you feel
cat.
like? Do you prefer trappers or scammers?
I don't really know if I've ever messed with a scammer. I'm not gonna lie. For the most part, for some reason, I attract trappers. For the most part, I think it's just because that's what I do. So
For sure. You know, trappers always are kind of like.
yeah, I've never really messed with a scammer though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not opposed to it or anything. I just haven't.
Okay, so yeah, she definitely open to mess with a scammer. So
All you scammers out there, man, slide in the DM.
this is
Swipe me
Scamily.
some.
This
The
is
cash
Scamily.
app is open.
But remember, this is the Scamily podcast, so I gotta
Scammer.
screen all applications before y'all think y'all finna hop in this.
Literally, yeah. You gotta screen them first for me. Please.
So no, we finna get into the DMs, man. It's juicy. It's about that
I
time.
know some of them questions. I'm like, wait.
So,
Let's get it going.
let's do it. Start from that bottom.
Okay. So start this top one and then.
No, start from the bottom and go to that last message. Yeah.
Okay. Should I be honest with you on here? What?
A lot of those are just like.
Wait, this one's not mine.
Oh, it's not,
No. Okay, yeah, because I was seeing them asking questions
He just
about
slid.
some
He didn't open
people,
the wrong DMs.
and I was like, wait, why would they
these
be
the
asking
ones
me
from the
about
last
her?
episode.
Yeah, I was
There
like,
you go. There you go.
what?
That's a good one to start.
Okay. Do you have any exes? So I do have some exes, but they're examples of what not to do. So
What's the worst
yeah.
thing? Like, what's the ultimate like turn off for you? Like, just
What's
I
getting you?
can't deal with that.
What's
like,
getting you cut off the fastest?
The getting cut off the fastest, I think, is if you try to get physical with me. Like, if you want to put your hands on me and shit, I can deal with almost anything. Because when you deal with, like, famous niggas and shit like that, they gonna put you through the ringer. A lot of people don't realize that their bitch and stuff, like, she goes the fuck through it. But once you start putting your hands on me, I can't do that.
Real quick, do you like get spit on this sex?
Yes. You can beat my ass when we're fucking, but that's it.
So you mean like beat the shit out of you?
Kinda.
Yeah, for the viewers, she is really
So what's the,
light-skinned.
like, have
It's
you
not
ever-
like closed fists,
So
but like
like,
not
you
catch
like
a
get
case.
slapped up and
Yeah,
shit like that.
type
Do not
choked
catch a
out.
case in this bedroom. She is really light skinned. Do not catch a fucking.
So, like,
yeah,
you-
just don't. Well, I mean, you can't leave a mark on me, just not too crazy though.
So are you bringing a snorkeler? Would you prefer him bringing a snorkeler? 'Cause I think you gonna have a snorkeler in your bedroom.
I feel like I should probably bring it because he's not gonna know what he's prepared for.
If she bring this,
because if he already has one, then he
if
just
she
let it
bring
out.
the snorkeler,
Then you know.
cut the check. Cut
So-
the check.
So mouth guards to go to?
You said what?
Mouth guards? You bring the mouth
She's a
guards?
professional.
Off guards?
No,
Mouth
mouth
guard.
guards.
Oh, mouth guards? Hell no.
She's a professional.
But I feel like a mouth guard, like that would like take away from actually being able to expand
So
your mouth
you're
all
not
the
like
way.
a biter, like yo. Okay. Like,
She
not a
said
biter.
she was
Hell
a, she
no.
said she was a pro.
This one is still on the other ones too, on hers.
Let me see. You know what? That's what we're gonna do. I'm just
Yeah, because it
Yeah,
keeps
just
on.
read it off.
Because I was
Let's do
wondering
it.
why it was bringing me other people's
Nah,
names.
it's cool. Let's do a Reaper style.
Yeah.
It says, Snow, are you busy this weekend?
I'm working this weekend.
Cool. Okay. It says, you're my biggest crush this year. I'm not gonna lie. It says, are you seeing anyone?
Is someone seeing me? Is the question. I mean, a bad bitch is just not gonna be all the way lonely. If she's saying that to you, she's probably lying.
Is she saying what?
If she's saying that she don't fuck with no niggas at all or something like that, that's probably cap. She at least texting one.
Somebody's getting the replies.
Something, yeah.
X something. Somebody's
So
getting
yes,
a reply.
I am
Baby
texting
daddy.
someone.
Someone's getting replied.
Okay, so it says, ask Snow if she still tastes like cotton candy.
Do snow taste like cotton candy?
If I did before, I still do now. Probably better now. It's more of like a warm marshmallow type of vibe now.
Like a
than-
cinnamon roll.
yeah, less than just like a sugar rush. It's more like a warm
She giving sugar rushes.
brown sugar.
All the diabetics tap in.
Literally.
If you got a sweet tooth, man, DM Snow.
Yeah.
She got the
Come
cinnamon.
get Snow before you take your insulin, y'all.
All that.
All right, so look. Snow, what does a man have to do to get your attention?
I don't really meet people off the internet. So in order to get my attention, you would have to meet me in real life. Like you would have to like come and see me somewhere, come support me in something that, because I post basically where I'm at for the most part. So you would have to just come and make your presence known in person because I get 1,000 DMs a day. So unless you say something, you have to say something out of the blue to get my attention. Like, damn, you got some nice ass elbows or something I've never heard
Some
before.
nice ass-
Yeah, you got to say something because you got to think a bad bitch hears the same thing
Yeah.
all day long.
All
So
day.
you got to say something like, wow,
so
your
a man
nose is
should
so
come like, yeah,
nice.
your ankle's like bad as hell.
Yeah, like, damn, them motherfuckers is nice. I'd be like, I would probably reply to that.
Hey, I'm coming like, yeah, your chin hella meaty.
I'd be like, I probably would reply like, fuck you. But I probably would reply to that. You just have to do something that a bad bitch
You
just-
gotta like get that attention, reverse
yeah,
psychology.
something kind of, yeah, literally though.
Or throw
That's
you
what
off
works.
like, you ain't all that. Try
Yeah,
to get
like,
you know what I'm saying?
Fuck Snow, I hate her.
I know, I'd be like, damn,
No,
I'm
that
praying
might
for
get you
you.
blocked.
Yeah, that might get you blocked. I might send you a
No
prayer.
reply.
Send you a
prayer.
verse
It's
or something.
Crazy.
So what's the just off subject? What's like a minimum? Do you have a minimum in the club? Like, what's the minimum a man has to throw to you even like get to talk to you? I know you ain't
Like outside of the club?
no, like if a man
or
came in
in
the
the
club,
club.
and he like, yeah, I got some money for you. I want you to really like.
If you're
lock
not
in with
throwing
me.
at least like $100, then I'm probably not going to talk to you. Just because it's like, it's not really worth my time. And a lot of times, like, and I used to do that a lot, like, oh, try to get that little 20-10 here and there. But sometimes if I'm sitting here dancing for you for fucking $20, a nigga who went and got 500 gonna look and be like, oh, never mind, that bitch is doing anything type shit. Or I'm dancing for this nigga and then missed out on the opportunity because I'm sitting here trying to entertain some little shit when I could have
and the
got
bitch
the bigger
and the
shit.
bitch you kicked in the head and got
is
the
right over
500,
there
man.
with the nigga. Yes, exactly.
Has a man ever ate your ass and not fuck?
Yes.
Well, that took a turn for the worse.
I know, right? But
Well,
to be fair,
that
I
just
told him
went
that
left.
we weren't gonna fuck, and he didn't believe me. And I was
What's the look? We finna get to it. What's the craziest situation where you had where a man thought he was gonna hit and he maybe just ate the pussy, like blew the booty up a little
Ate
bit,
the ass and didn't fuck.
didn't hit. He just didn't hit.
I think that I was okay. So I was living in LA, and I kind of was just like I had stopped talking to the person I was talking to, whatever. And this dude wanted to go on a date with me, and I was like, all right. So I brought my best friend with me, and we basically did like a 2-man type shit. Like she with his homie, I'm with him, whatever. We had a nice date, this and that, but like as the date is going on, I can already tell like this nigga not my type. Like he keep trying to kiss me in the mouth and just like doing weird shit that I'm like, we don't even know each other like that.
If you see snow, do not try to approach
Yeah,
her
don't do that. So
No,
like,
no PDA on the first day.
No PDA.
yeah,
first
and we
date.
started talking about my hair and stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm about to get my hair done. And he was like, oh, how much is it? So this nigga gives me like $1,000 to get my hair done. And then after we do our day and all this other stuff, he like, oh, like we might as well just go back to my crib and kick it for a second. I'm like, no, I ain't trying to do that. And my friend was like, well, we can just go over there and it's cool, blah, blah, blah. I told him, I said, okay, I'll come over there, but I'm not fucking you. Like dead ass. And
shout out the 2-man saying,
Yeah,
let's
and
go
Shout out
somewhere.
the weakest link.
I
Goodbye.
know. So
Look, hold on 1 second. Fellas, look. Man, look. If y'all ever in a situation, bro, and a female tell you, like,
straight
it
up.
was just y'all not fucking, please do not take that as
You
like
should
a
just go like,
baby
nah,
or,
yeah.
It depends though.
No.
It depends though. I done
If
heard.
it's a bitch like me
The
though,
only
believe it.
time I'm personally just like waving that off is just like my baby mama just playing around, or if
Yeah,
it's like
that's
somebody got a
different,
history with,
yeah.
some baby mama like, oh nah, you tweaking.
Or
you
if
ain't getting
maybe
that
at
pussy
least
tonight.
y'all thinking about like going to the club or something after. Like she says the shit before y'all go to the club or something, then maybe y'all get a little, as long as she's not blacked out drunk, it's like, all right, maybe you might have a chance. But that was not the case. This was a broad daylight
Said
date,
the
like
night
3
over.
If a
p.m.
woman like you telling a man you're not having sex with me, I'm totally gonna
believe
that you're
it,
not
yeah.
having sex with me.
So we go back to his crib and stuff, and my friend sitting on the couch with his cousin or whatever, and we go in his room, we just chilling, just talking and shit, blah, blah. He like, can I eat your pussy? I'm like, I'm telling you right now, we're not going to fuck. So like,
They're not turning down head.
I said, now if you want to do that, that's cool. He like, oh, it's okay, but I'm like, all right, cool. The nigga gives me head, and he backs up like he finna pull his dick out. I was like, yep, pull my shit up. And I was like, yeah, I'm about to go. And whenever I go out there, I guess my friend was like fucking the cousin in the bathroom or some shit. So I just sat on the couch, and we both did just awkwardly, because I'm like, we're finna go. Like
Everybody gotta get out.
So
Yeah.
cuz was getting the boom booms.
yeah,
Everybody gotta go.
But the other one, he turned me the fuck off. I was like, it's not happening. And it wouldn't have happened even if we was cool, because that just was not the plan. Like, if I have that in my head, or we've been talking a lot, or been talking for months or something, then that's different. If we've talked about it, but we never discussed that, and then off rip, I'm like, baby, that's not happening. He tried to extort me after, and was like,
Extortion.
because at that time, I was, so in LA, you have to be 21 to dance. And I think I was like 20 or something at that time. And so he started posting stuff like, oh, and tagging the club. And that can get a club shut down and shit. And
Nag ass nigga.
yeah, he just was a head ass.
So he was a fake ass terrorist.
Yeah, so I'm glad I didn't fuck him, because if I would have fucked him, he would have really been crazy. I'm like, if you're
Yeah.
doing that and you
He
didn't
probably
even
would've
fuck,
pulled some DNA
I
on
could
some
tell
weird
he was
shit.
crazy though. So
Yeah.
I was like, hell no. I've got enough restraining orders. I'll have 2 out on niggas. So
I got enough restraining
the
orders.
third one, they're gonna be like, bitch,
How
it's
many
you.
restraining orders do you have actively?
I have one actively. I was about to file one, but then my ex went to jail.
So is that a no contact order type
yes,
shit?
you can't come within like 100 or 1,000 feet of me.
Have you
something
ever
like
had to
that.
like next Friday somebody with like a taser or like what are you doing next Friday?
No.
She maced them. Have you ever maced anybody?
No, I've never had to mace anybody, but I've definitely had to fight motherfuckers for sure, or fight niggas, because niggas are just crazy. But
You too cute to be afraid.
I try to stay out of like weapons and shit like that, because then once you pull a weapon out, you don't know what a nigga gonna pull out. So it's like, I try to tread lightly in them type of situations.
Nah, for sure. We're gonna lighten it up a little bit. Have
Yeah.
you ever been caught cheating? Like I'm talking about like
No.
literally walked in, Snow, what are you doing?
Oh hell no, fuck no.
Have you ever caught somebody cheating on you? Have you ever been cheated on?
Red-handed? Oh, for sure. I've definitely been cheated on. Beyonce's been cheated on.
Okay, that's hard.
Yeah, you know?
So, dude,
Everybody been cheated on, but I don't think I've ever like,
have you ever walked in? Oh my God, Charles.
no, I ain't never walked in on a nigga like fucking a bitch or doing nothing like that. But I've definitely like walked in and came into the crib and seen stuff, or like seen a bitch's shit or something like that, and confronted a nigga about it. And they try to lie. They always gonna try to lie about it, but it's like, I'm not stupid. Like,
Are you forgiving? You taking them back, or you just done? You want it done. You get caught cheating, it's over.
I feel like cheating is a rich man's sport. And it kind of just depends on what it is. Like, if you cheat on me and you fuck my ops, or a bitch I put my hands on or something, it's not no coming back from that. But like, if I catch you doing some shit and it's something that just like happened or some, or you know what I'm saying? If you can pay for your repercussions, we might be able to talk about it. I don't know. So cheating is a rich man's sport. You can't just do that shit and be treating a bitch like shit, or don't got nothing to offer, because then the bitch is just, what is she staying for? Like,
Now, question. I know that you do the OnlyFans and stuff like that.
yeah.
But I was just wondering, would you ever consider doing like a full-fledged porn video with like a major company? And if you would, what amount of money would like it have to come to for you to do that?
Honestly, I have been offered by a lot of people and even content creators, stuff like that, to do like porn and shit. But honestly, no. Just because I have a daughter and shit like that. And it's just like,
How old is your daughter?
she's 6. And
That's
then
dope. That's
like,
dope.
I already have enough stuff going on as far as like with the dance and stuff. I already have to explain that to her. And I just
For sure, for
don't
sure.
want, once you put
Respect.
that shit out there, it's out there forever.
shit
So
out
I
there
don't think
forever.
some people just thinking about like, oh, it's just some money right now. But it's like, I think about the longevity of it. Like, okay, if I do want to actually go somewhere or do something, I have to know like that's going to come back out. Like, so is that something I want to have to deal with, or do I just want to just skip that part? And I just decided to skip that part for real.
Shout out Snow.
The
man.
OnlyFans is still lit, but yeah, it's
Shout
not
out-
fan bus
shout
shit.
out Snow.
I like this question somebody asked. They said, do you like dancing in a more urban club setting or do you like upscale gentlemen clubs? And what are the pros and the cons to the different club scenes?
So this is something that I have, honestly, I have addressed on my TikTok because I posted a video that went viral as hell on my TikTok. It has like 8 million views on it. And I honestly prefer urban clubs just because like in an urban club, like you can get on stage and make your money in 3 minutes in one song type shit versus in a more upscale club, you have to do more talking and more like finessing. And I kind of just rather just get to it. Like I'm already here. I don't want to have to sit here and like give you therapy about your wife and shit like that. And sometimes though it does pay out more, but it's just like I'd rather just get on stage and just get my money and go.
What's the weirdest thing somebody has ever paid you to do? Has anybody ever paid you to watch you pee? Has anybody ever paid you to watch you eat food? Like just some crazy shit somebody sent you money to do.
I think the craziest thing somebody's done, well, I mean, people have paid me to do some crazy things over the phone, but in person, I think the craziest thing, this dude, I was working at this club, this white club, and this dude had asked me to pee in a cup for $500, and I did it.
Did you drink it?
I don't know. I walked away after I gave it to him. He gave me the money. Probably though. I'm assuming so.
My
Maybe. I
question,
don't know.
Was this Robert Kelly?
Shit, probably a relative.
He in the fucking cup for the
Free
500.
kills.
I was like, oh, babe, and I was fully loaded. I'm like, I got a big cup for you.
But what is going on?
So just so y'all know, Snow got a nice bladder. Not
I
quick
do.
question, Snow. What age do you see yourself leaving the club industry? Like, what's your limit?
And
like,
for the people who don't know, how old are you? I know you don't ask a woman their age, but
Oh yeah,
you
no,
know.
I'm fine with that. I'm 23, so I started dancing when I was.
I thought you were way older than
Yeah,
that.
why does everybody think that's crazy?
I definitely gave you about like 26 for sure.
Yeah, I started dancing when I was 18 though, and I think when I started dancing when I was 18, like the first 2 years, I kind of just hustled my ass off, and then I just went the fuck up.
So you came out in 2019?
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. So I think honestly, I wouldn't say there is a direct age. I wouldn't be, obviously most girls want to be done before 30, but I wouldn't say a certain age just because when you set that, then you have to kind of like stick to it. But I just think that once I get to a point where I'm doing other things that kind of add up to what I'm doing is whenever I'll be comfortable to stop, because I've like my lifestyle is up to par with how much I make right now. So I can't, a lot of girls will stop dancing or they dance so long and then they are working at like Amazon or something. There's nothing wrong with doing that, but it's like once you're used to so much money and living a certain way, it's kind of, I don't know how they even do that.
So once you're done, you pretty much want to be stable, just to, you know.
Yeah, I just want to be stable and be able to do what I'm doing now, because it's like I make a lot of money now, but it's really like just above average compared to what other people are making stuff. So it's like I have a lot of bigger goals. So it's like as long as once I get to there, I know that I can go past that. So it's more just doing something that adds up to what I'm doing now, and it might not be as fast, but over time it'll probably get to that. So yeah.
Okay. So
Pretty soon, probably in the next couple
before
of
we
years.
wrap it
for
up,
sure.
we're gonna end off on a little good note. Somebody asked a real good question. They wanted to know if Snow has any investment ideas.
Any investment ideas? See, that's crazy that you say that. But so I used to have a lingerie line, and it was called Lady Dawn Collection. And so lately, I've been looking into doing my collection again, but just not doing lingerie and doing like clothing instead, just because it's easier to promote and stuff. So be on the lookout for Lady Dawn to come back, but in a different light though. This time, a more classy, a more like going out attire. Because I just see too many girls in indie go out in Uggs, and I can't stand for it no more. We gonna have to figure it
Sauce 'em
out.
up.
Yeah.
So quick question: when you get your nails done, like what color you get? Do you get the white toes, pink?
I usually get white toes or I get French tip on my feet. And with my nails, I try to keep them pretty like just simple and classy, just because then it goes with more outfits and stuff. And a lot of top tier niggas, like niggas who actually have money and have like investments, stuff like that, they don't, all that crazy shit is not really, it's not their thing for the most part. And not to say do what niggas like or anything like that, because, you know, do what you want to do. But if you looking to pull a certain type of person or deal in a certain type of class, stuff like that, you have to present yourself like that as well. If you come in there with 40-inch lashes and a screen door on your
females
head
out there with all the
and,
spider webs and
like the crazy shit,
and the spider running across your nails.
It just doesn't look
Don't get
well in
that
that type of
shit.
setting. Like,
Now I got one more question. What would you tell her? Because obviously everybody can't look like you. You never had any like plastic surgery or anything like that, so that's all natural looks.
who?
Okay,
Ain't
let's
had
get
no
into
surgery.
it. Let's get into it. Okay.
She had the BBL when she was 18.
No,
Yeah, that's
no,
what-
I'm fine.
We're talking about face stuff.
facial-wise.
Yeah. So I
Have
mean,
you ever had, like had
only
any,
thing
like,
I've had done to my face is lip filler. That's it.
That's pretty
So,
normal. That's pretty normal.
Yeah, and that's just
But,
a half white thing.
What would you tell a girl that wants to like join the industry, that wants to like, get on that type of level that you're on? Maybe she's not as pretty or as, well built or doesn't have money to invest. What would you tell them to kind of like heat their career up?
I would just say a lot of girls look at girls and be like, oh, damn, I can't be that, blah, blah. But a lot of bitches look the way they look because they have some type of money or some type of nigga supporting them and shit like that. So just having realistic goals and stuff like that. Like, you can't, I always tell a lot of girls, like, they'll look at my body and be like, oh, your body looks so good. And I always off top be like, oh, I've had surgery. Like, don't go thinking you're going to get this out the gym. Or even like young girls and stuff. I always tell them straight up and they ask me, oh, what do you do? What's your workout plan? Blah, blah. I'm like, I just eat somewhat clean, but I've had surgery. So basically I would say to just like, don't get on drugs. Don't feed into no pimping and shit. And if you have to do drugs or get super drunk or do pimping and shit, you don't need to be dancing, period. Because this industry will chew you up and spit you out fast.
So how do you deal with the attention? I see you got like over 100K followers.
Yeah.
You got your body done. You're a stripper. You in the limelight. You in videos and shit like that. So how do you deal with attention? Because a lot of females can't deal with too much attention. Like you said, the pimping thing and all that shit. A lot of females are. A lot of females, the right bag come along. The females will pretty much do whatever.
Yeah, some bitches will
shit.
fold. I feel like I just have always stayed true to my core and I've always trusted the process. I've never tried to skip levels or anything like that. So like I've kind of learned how to deal with it. A lot of dancers, even when Onyx opened, they just went straight to Onyx and that was just a big old club. I did not start at no big ass club. I started at a little ass club and worked my way up. So then I've learned how to deal with stuff over time. I've desensitized myself to certain shit. I used to spaz when a nigga would ask me how much. I don't do that no more. I kind of just laugh it off. Like, I don't know. And I don't put myself out there for the most part unless I'm really getting paid. Yeah, like when I go to the mall and stuff like that, I'll go to the mall on a Tuesday at like 11 a.m. just to avoid that because it's like it's excessive and sometimes it's scary. Like I've been stalked and robbed at gunpoint before and that's why I had to move out of India and it was by a nigga. So it's like people
not trying to elaborate too much on that, but like what was the basis of that? Like that was just like somebody following you out the word?
He didn't follow me. He laid on me. Like he had followed me before and stuff like that. And he was like a serial kidnapper and all this other stuff. Like he's in prison right now. But
serial kidnapper?
Yes, like he was getting multiple
kind of like Players Club vibes, like follow you home at the word.
Yeah, but like he had followed me home before, but he didn't get me that night. Like he just tried to see where I was at. So then he knew when he was gonna get me, he didn't have to follow me. He was already there and like he knew where I was gonna park at, like kind of how I come in, all this other shit. So it's like just for the simple fact that I don't post money or anything like that, but motherfuckers know that obviously she must be getting to something or she having something. Yeah. Like I'll rip that bitch ring off or something, you know what I'm saying? So just that alone, it's scary sometimes for sure having that type of attention on you.
For sure, we want everybody to be safe at all times.
Do you usually get recognized outside, or is it pretty much like
in
like,
Indy?
Hey, you're Snow.
In Indy a lot, and but not even just in Indy though. Across like going to different clubs, stuff like that. Just because like the community of dancers and stuff is smaller than a lot of people think. Even though there's a lot of us, whatever. So when I'm in Indy, for sure, like I'll go to like a little hole in the wall bar, trying to sneak and be in there getting like drunk as hell. I'd be in the bathroom and a girl comes to me like, I follow you. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm a girl's girl. So I'm always very nice about it. Like I'll follow them back, take a picture, whatever they want to do. Like, so.
No, for sure. So speaking of following you, we do appreciate you coming out.
Thank you.
Shout out Snow.
This was definitely very informational, definitely really great. A lot of clips, a lot of good info we got to.
It was definitely a lit show.
Tell them where they can follow you at.
Yeah, you guys can follow me at Snow the Dawn with 2 N's at the end of it. That's about it. Like I have other socials.
Too. What's like a crazy fetish that people probably don't know?
About me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess like my
you gotta leave them with something
crazy.
juicy.
I feel like I already kind of addressed it though. Like getting my face fucked. I don't know. I'm a trifling ass bitch with that type of shit. I do. I'm a
so
pleaser.
you like just getting just slaughtered with the face.
Yeah, like I damn near want a
like
nigga to damn near make
in.
me throw up type shit.
Like do you get mucus out of your nose? Like
yeah, like I want to be like eyelashes sticking to the bottom of my shit, just trash as fuck after. Like, if I don't look like that after, then it wasn't that.
Like Hawk 2, or bro, like one of those?
Yeah, like makeup dripping off, whole everything.
If you're going to do it, just might as well go all the way, right?
Right or not.
100%, 100%. One more, let's keep going. What's your favorite porn category?
Okay, so I haven't been in an orgy, but my favorite porn category is gangbanging orgy. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's more of a fascination thing.
A lot of females,
I know,
they like watching
now,
a
honestly,
gang of niggas fuck one bitch.
For sure. Now, honestly, would you ever, just in any type of situation, would you ever consider a gangbang?
Maybe in hell, because anything goes there. Maybe.
How about a orgy?
Hell no, I ain't gonna lie. Just because I'm a very personal person, but I watch it just because it's more of like a fascination. Just like, damn, people be doing this. Like,
something
wow,
that it attracts you, but you probably just
hell. But personally, just no. And then even just me having a following and stuff like that, I just know for a fact it's getting out.
Yeah, for sure.
Period. But it's something still I wouldn't really want to participate. Now I would want to go and watch, maybe in person, be a fly in the wall.
Have you ever threw up sucking dick?
Yeah, but I didn't allow him to know I threw up, if that makes sense.
Kept it P.
That motherfucker went right back down.
Kept it P.
So you know how to control
my reflex. Yeah, I don't have a whatever that thing is in the back of your throat, your tonsils. I have them removed. So
you get those removed specifically for sucking dick?
No, I got them removed when I was a kid because I kept getting ear infections, some shit. But now it helps sucking dick though. Whatever Cardi B said, that dangly thing in the back of my throat, I don't have that.
Did you get it removed?
I feel like maybe you could though.
I know you didn't like.
But that helps with your gag reflexes. That right there, I feel like makes you gag a lot.
She said no gag.
But that motherfucker's gone. It's not there.
So what did you eat that day when you threw up?
I don't know. I really don't. I think, I had ate a cheesecake before I went. I do remember because the taste, I was like, oh shit.
She said,
and I had to be like a real pee. Like that motherfucker went like he never would have known because it didn't come all the way out. It just was like I felt it come up and was like, oh hell no. And I just took a breather for a second. Like
have you ever cried like sucking dick?
Not like intentionally crying, but because I was so like moist everywhere, I feel like I was, but it wasn't like I was crying like.
That's a funny word, moist.
Yeah, I hate that word, low key, but I'm always moist. But
you always moist?
Yeah, I'm fucking moist right now. Shit.
So do you feel like you just always wet at certain times?
Just on some snow shit, yeah. Just like
just
liquid.
Just
on some liquid shit.
So ladies, if you ever just randomly wet, this is some snow shit.
You just on some snow shit. You just on some just liquid shit.
Nah, we appreciate you coming through on some snow shit.
Shout out Snow coming through on some snow.
Shout out Cat Puncho.
Anytime.
Shout out Reaper Mode 5.
Scamily, man, we out.
Let's
go.
Out of here.
Yes, sir.
Movie.